Hi, it's Jim Jordan with Create Vibrant Health, and today I want to talk again a little bit about the coronavirus, which is still in the news. And I put out a video maybe a week ago or so about, I think it was called Common Sense Approaches to Scary Viruses. And today I want to go more into nutrition. So it's still my belief that it's a bit of an exaggeration, the danger of the coronavirus to the population. There's lots of people that have been exposed, and very few are symptomatic, a very tiny percent. Probably well over 90% are not having any significant symptoms at all. But there's still the concern. There's a lot of fear going around. People aren't traveling. Events are being canceled. All kinds of stockpiling of things are being done. So I think it's time to talk to review a little bit about my previous video, which I think is really important. The number one thing is to not give in to fear. Fear is sort of what's driving this panic. And it's basically fear is false evidence appearing real. People think this is a serious threat, and they're far more likely to be, hurt by something else in their environment. From my view, from their chronic conditions are generated by toxins in the environment and EMF and stuff like that. So, if you strengthen your system, if you have a lot of vitality and a positive attitude and life energy, as I said in my previous video, you're going to be pretty well protected, from my view. However, there is the question of nutrition. And since I've been in the field of nutrition for many years, people have asked me, what can I do to have a strong immune system? So, as we all know, as we should know, the body uses its immune system to go after, identify pathogens or invaders, things that should not be in your body, such as the coronavirus. So it uses lymphocytes and granulocytes and different types, components of the immune system to identify and destroy these pathogens. So what is it we can do nutritionally to have a strong immune system? Number one is eat lean protein. Your body makes white blood cells out of protein, out of the amino acids that you break down from protein foods. So lean protein, I'll go into later why the lean protein is more important, but chicken breast, turkey breast, wild-caught fish, egg whites, these are great sources of lean protein. So your body needs these proteins, the amino acids from the proteins, to build the actual cells that will do your protection, to build actually build the defenders of your body. So another way to get this is to use supplements. There's some protein supplements. The one that I recommend is something called Perfect Aminos, made by Body Health, and I use this in my practice. It is a perfect supplement for building protein because it's 99% converted to protein, the amino acids there. So it's for those who want more information about that, you can call me later or text me or email me. But for now, lean protein, increase that. Make sure you have enough of that. Number two is beta carotene, or any type of form of vitamin A. So fat soluble vitamin A or water soluble in form of beta carotene. Foods like carrots and sweet potatoes and cantaloupe are high in vitamin A. Fat-soluble sources would include cod liver oil, butter, eggs, foods like that, which are really important. So vitamin A is really critical. Third in importance would be zinc. Zinc is a crucial nutrient for the immune system. Many people are zinc deficient too. So you can get a zinc supplement, or you can get foods high in zinc, like oysters and other shellfish and beef, and pumpkin seeds are high in zinc. So getting adequate zinc and selenium next in the list. Selenium is really important, critical for the immune system and for the detoxification pathways. Brazil nuts are a great source of selenium. Other seeds too, sunflower seeds are a great source of selenium. Beef is a good source of selenium. And then selenium supplements would be probably another top choice. Next in order of importance would be vitamin D. D as in David, vitamin D from sunlight, ideally. We'd be synthesizing our vitamin D from exposure to the sun. And if you're getting 20 to 30 minutes a day at midday, even at this time of year, maybe by April or so, you're going to start synthesizing vitamin D. You should also probably test your levels of vitamin D. If you're low in vitamin D, you're more susceptible to infections. So testing your vitamin D would be a good idea if you're low. Get in optimal ranges in the 60 or higher really is optimal. I mean, there's people that are, probably the conventional view is 40 is okay, but I would try to get up to 60. So vitamin D is a crucial nutrient. You can also get that from food sources like cod liver oil. Again, is another total winner. Eggs and butter, good source of vitamin D, but sunlight is your best bet by far. Vitamin C, crucial for the immune system, antiviral naturally. Food sources of vitamin C, we all know, is from fruits, berries, citrus, broccoli, elderberries, great sources of vitamin C. Truly natural vitamin C is a supplement, a whole food supplement you can pick up at the store. Standard Process makes something called Cataplex C. And there's times to take ascorbic acid, synthetic vitamin C, and I'll talk about that a little later in this video, with viral exposure. So, but for now, vitamin C, just get food sources and really take that in every day, 2 or 3 times a day. Get your vitamin C levels up. Vitamin D is crucial. Zinc, we covered that. Also, there's herbs that are naturally antiviral. Echinacea, garlic, Paudarco, oregano. There's a whole list of them that you can get that are just basil, even ginger. So having these natural antiviral, anti-inflammatory compounds that come from these powerful natural substances is going to support your body to resist any infection. So viruses, what are they? What is a virus? What we go like, oh, it's not a bacteria, it's not a parasite, it's very small. It's just little strands of nucleic acids, which are proteins. They're very small, but they can get into the body and get into the cells, and then they're programmed to replicate and grow just exponentially and take over the function of the cell. So that's how you start to feel bad. Essentially, the virus is very teeny and it gets into you, and then sometimes they hide in the cells. Okay, they can hide in the cells. So what can you do if, despite your efforts to avoid exposure through good sanitation and avoiding places where you might be exposed to the virus, and taking all these good nutritional support and doing grounding and earthing and anything else I've recommended videos to support your immune system, if you still get exposed to the virus after all that, you become symptomatic, what can you do? Should you run off to the doctor and get some drug that's not been tested? Or what is the approach? What is the medical approach? There is no real effective approach. What there is, though, is nature, your own biochemistry, will naturally take care of any immune viral infection given enough time and support. So all these things I'm recommending you would continue to do. But if you start to get symptomatic and exhausted and respiratory conditions and mucus and achiness, like you have the flu, something like that, what can you do for that? So the number one thing to do is realize that viruses tend to produce a raised pH in the urine. It becomes more alkaline. Your urine, your first morning urination should be about 6.2. That's acidic. You're excreting waste particles then. You're excreting acid waste. When you have a virus that becomes alkaline, so your system is moving to alkaline. So you want to do is you want to actually acidify your body. This is the first thing you do when you have, just to reduce the symptoms even. The symptoms are a result of this alkalosis. So what do you do for that? There's a famous doctor called Emmanuel Ravici. Some of you may have heard of him. He was the doctor that treated cancer successfully with nutrition. He practiced until the age of 100. He was incredibly effective. He's legendary in the natural health and natural healing field. Ravici found that when his patients had these systemic viruses, that if he used a type of acidifying component, ammonium phosphate, the symptoms would reduce drastically. They could function again while their immune system took care of them. So you can use ascorbic acid, same, it's a vitamin C that's acidic. You can get that at the health food store for very inexpensive. And if your urine pH starts to go up around 6.8 or 7 or 7.2, and you're getting symptomatic, then it may be that you have a virus or maybe other things, but you can certainly start to take in that ascorbic acid at a high dose until you drive that down, that pH down to 6.4, 6.2. You might be taking a gram every half hour or so for a while, but once you drive it down, you will not be as symptomatic. And your immune system will start to fight off the infection with the vitamin C and everything else you're doing. So your immune system is a natural solution to this. of exposure to a virus or taking a virus out and clearing out of your body. Now, the other thing you can do is if you are exposed to the virus and become symptomatic, you want to actually increase the amount of fatty acids in your diet. Fatty acids are lipids or fats that are liquid at room temperature. So you have two types. You have the hard fats like butter and meat and high cholesterol foods. Those are high in sterols, which are denser fats. And you have fatty acids like olive oil and flaxseed oil and fish. Cold water fish is high in fatty acids, seafood. So those fatty acids actually allow your cells to be more permeable. So the virus has gotten into you don't want them, buried in these cells that are harder, that are more dense with the sterols and cholesterols. So you want to temporarily move towards more fatty acids, start to eat more fatty acids and much less sterols. Allow your immune system then to get into the cells to clean out the virus, take the ascorbic acid, do everything else I'm recommending, and your body will take care of this. If in the worst case scenario, you're not only exposed, but you become sort of infected and symptomatic, there are natural solutions. And my video today is an attempt to summarize the best common sense natural healing approaches to protecting yourself, keeping your immune system strong, and if you do get symptomatic, how to mitigate the symptoms and then correct the infection, clean it out. So for those of you who are seeing this video and you want my personal input, if you think you have a condition that's complicated beyond the information in this video, please feel free to contact my office at 541-482-2250. I'll be happy to help you out. This is Jim Jordan from Create Vibrant Health, wishing you a wonderful day. Thank you.